Hello guys, welcome back to another episode review of Hollyoaks for 19th December 2022. Very sad times for the Warren Fox, his family, but we'll get back to him in a bit. Let's first start talking about Perry and Juliet. Juliet's, I don't know why, but she's pretended that she's gone back with Nadira to Perry, and then to Nadira she said she's rekindled things back with Perry. So she's kind of lied to both her exes, Perry and Juliet, to find maybe to cover up the fact that she doesn't want to confess she's battling with an illness. I personally think maybe she doesn't want any sympathy, or she doesn't want to put them through any kind of hardship. So it's definitely like a selfless act what she's done. Juliet, she just don't want to make them go through anything that they didn't need to in her own opinion. But I think as viewers, we all know that Perry and Nadira would definitely step up and would want to be there for Juliet, even as friends. Sadly, Juliet's not taking anyone on, not even her own brother James, to kind of help her through this. Again, I think she doesn't want to put anyone through any kind of hard times to be with her, but we all know she's wrong. They definitely want to support her. They definitely want to be with her. And I hope soon she takes that help and she asks for help and she lets them know exactly what's going on, basically. Right, let's talk about the Foxes, Warren Fox, Norma. Bit of a situation there. I was absolutely flabbergasted when Grace is the puppet master there. She's got plans to take over Norma's empire. It's exactly what she said. And she's got, I think, a fake doctor or something to forge documents from the hospital, Dee Valley Hospital, and to state that Norma's not a match for Warren's liver donation, when she actually is. That's what the doctor said, I believe. And I was in awe. I was so shocked. In my previous episode reviews, I've said that, the trio, Warren Fox, his mom, and Grace, they make a great trio. I think they could be very good storylines. I personally didn't like this by what the writers have done here, because they got along so well, and it was so early to kind of put a knife in the back of Warren Fox and his mum. Usually you see that kind of like a few years in, there's a blip, something happens, and then someone, but it's just so early into the relationship that Grace has already turned, and she's after Norma's empire, basically. And it's I don't get it, because they've recently reformed Grace's character into someone trustworthy before. But I guess maybe Norma's empire was too much of a temptation for her to revert back to her old ways. Especially, she is, her dad was a criminal as well. And her exes are all criminals, most of them. And yeah, I think she's going back to her old ways soon. She's trying to put a name up for herself as Grace Black again. But I do hope that, I don't want Warren to leave Hollyoaks. That's the main thing. I don't want him to be killed off. I hope either Grace gets caught early, or she changes her mind again and she lets them know it's not too late. She lets them know, no, you are a match. They probably got it wrong or something. She does something to fix it. That's all I'm trying to say. Because yeah, I was absolutely shocked. Like, I did not see this coming at all. Normally you can see things coming, but this, I didn't even see this coming. I just remember, I think I was eating and I was watching that episode, and I was just in complete shock. I couldn't believe it, the way Grace was turning, and she had such a good friendship with Norma as well. I just don't get it. Anyway, I will always be shocked. That will never stop being shocking, and I hope either she fixes this, or Warren and Norma finds out, and if they do, then Grace Black will be in trouble. But I don't know where this writing's going, or where this story's going, because Grace does look like she's about to get more trust from Norma, and she's getting she's getting her hands more on Norma's business. The point is, I definitely want Grace to be caught as soon as possible, because it would mean Warren will be killed off if Grace is not found out, and if they don't find out that Norma's still a viable match for Warren's donation, and yeah, um, I'm lost for words here because that was absolutely shocking. Anyway, even the doctor said actually that what she's doing is immoral and it's wrong because you're stopping someone from getting the right treatment that they deserve. And if they don't deserve that, then they're going to pass away. So, but she handed a wad of cash to the doctor and he just went away feeling a bit of guilt. But I don't know what it is. I think people care more about the money. But I think Grace has done herself over here because she could have easily run Norma's empire without having to take it over and like cause any I don't know, mischievous acts. And I'm pretty sure Norma would let her run a lot of things. And on the side, with that money she earns from Norma, she can create her own little wealth or empire, whatever you want to call it. So rather than being disloyal, to your team because they made a great team. But I hope Grace gets caught ASAP. Elsewhere, you can see Warren and his mum having a tough time because Warren's been rejected by Sienna, who won't let him see the kids because he's an absolute mess. And now Warren's blaming all in on his mother, and Norma does have some part to play in this because she stopped him seeing his kids. And unfortunately, it's Grace plays a big part as well because now Warren's not going to be living because Grace has made them think that. And it all boils down to Grace now. She's the I guess she's the brick that's kind of blocking Warren's living, stopping Warren from getting the right treatment and his kids, and it's just affecting his spiraling out of control, his life. So yeah, I think their main target now should be Grace, and they should be more wary on who to trust, especially outsiders who are not related to you. And I hope you enjoyed the episode review. Sorry it was long. Probably didn't explain it to the best because I was absolutely shocked that it was Grace that's done the Foxes over quite dirty. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.